many, I didn't realize that there's so many people in the world who are impacted by this problem of about 100 million people impacted by problems of stool management. And Consumer Medical actually developed a very unique, disruptive technology that will, developed a device called Cora that integrates a hygienic applicator and is able to do stool management of people. And actually 1,600 million people in the world and 16 million people in India are impacted by this. And today, this adapter is actually used by not merely All India Institute of Medical Sciences, Apollo, Fortis, but across hospitals across the world. And so, in the field of health, there's something unique. If you look at Mitra Biotech, this actually started as a startup in Stanford and later went to Silicon Valley, but soon realized that its future doesn't lie in Silicon Valley, but it lies in India. And therefore, Mitra Biotech relocated from Silicon Valley to Bangalore, and it develops solutions for personalized cancer care. It's patented a technology platform called CanScript, which helps hospitals and doctors to figure the right combination and sequence of drugs to be administered to cancer patients. So CanScript actually analyzes biopsy samples and arrives at a very specific combination of drugs for treatment to be given by patients, and you can do your treatment yourself using CanScript. So it's a very, very unique thing which through one AIMS doctor and someone who's, Malika Arjun Sundram, who taught at the University of Pennsylvania, where an AIMS doctor did this. But actually in many of our campuses, in many of our IIT Chennai, IIT Mumbai, if you look at it, these have all become institutes of great change. And if you were to look at what's happening on our campuses, there's tremendous things happening, and there's a factory of smart scooters which has just started in Bangalore, an S340. There's a company called Ether Energy, started by two students along with their professor at IIT Chennai, Tarun Mehta and Swapnil Jain of IIT Chennai. And this is a unique scooter which is the smart scooter of the world of the future, and this can probably be the Tesla of the scooter world in future. And anybody riding on it, you can have it gives you the profile of the person who's driving it and analyzes their riding habits as you drive and tells them how to improve. So it's on a real-time basis, it promises very smart commuting, better ride experience, less pollution, and cost efficiency. And I don't know how many of you heard of or been through InShots. InShots was actually, I don't read newspapers anymore, and I just, on my Twitter, I look at InShots. InShots actually now is all facts, no opinion, in just about 60 or fewer words, gives you the whole story of what's happening around you. And it has had about 5 million downloads and about 1 billion monthly page views. And this has all been done by dropouts. Both of them, both the founders, one is a dropout from IIT Delhi, and they believe that, my belief is that InShots will really disrupt all the leading newspapers of India in short time. But exciting things are happening in the world of women, and one of the key things in India is that if India is to grow at those rates which we are talking about, 9 to 10%, it's not possible for India to do this without gender parity, because India is the only country in the world where women contribute only 17% to our GDP as compared to what average of around 40%. Even Latin America, African countries, women's contribution to GDP is about close to 34-35%. And therefore, women, as a conscious policy, we need to push and enable women to become better entrepreneurs. And unless that doesn't happen and the contribution of women doesn't rise, it will be very difficult for India to become a $10 trillion economy. And therefore, women's role is critical. And in the world of startups, women are doing, I gave you the story of Pranshu Bhandari, who taught 9 million Indians how to speak English. But if you look at Shanti Mohan, who's the co-founder of Let's Venture here. And she's as an amazing women entrepreneur, amazing serial entrepreneur. So she's had over 1,800 investors from more than 25 countries, investing in almost 11,000 startups. And it's an amazing thing. This Let's Venture started by Shanti Mohan, putting together about 1,800 investors from across the world. And she's helped investors discover the hottest startups in India. It's an open platform, totally open platform, which has helped startups get access to these investors from across the world. But I think amazing work done by women entrepreneurs. I mean, look at Meena Ganesh. She's the co-founder and CEO of Portia. Portia is one of the most well-established health startups in India, and it has about close to almost 6,000 employees, operates in 20 cities in India, and it offers a range of geriatric, chronic and post-operative care services to patients all at their home. So you can just get in touch with Portia, and any problem that you have, it will provide you assistance. So, across social sectors, across health, across agriculture, across health, and such a huge disruption is taking place. And similarly, I give you an example of education, I give you an example of health and agriculture, where a huge disruption is actually taking in education. India has been able to provide access to its entire population, access of education, but the quality of education really suffers. So while we have succeeded in giving access, we find it very difficult. For a class 5 student is not able to read his mother tongue of class 2, or a class 5 student is not able to do addition, subtraction. Once he's left behind, he finds it very difficult to keep pace. And therefore, you need additionality of education for someone who's been left behind. And the only way you can do it, the only way India can technology leapfrog across the world is by using technology to leapfrog. And therefore, in the world of education, we are seeing a huge disruption taking place through technology, whether it's Imparters, which is a video-based learning platform which has enabled education institutions to edit and distribute content, whether it is Vedantu, which is a one-to-one live online tutoring platform, whether it's Prozo, which provides books distributed in electronic content across. We're seeing a huge disruption taking place. But one of the biggest changes that's happening in India right now is that India is the only country with 1 billion mobile. India is the only country with 1 billion biometrics. There's no country in the world which has 1 billion biometrics. And India was a country which used to use 85% cash, 95% of personalized consumption expenditure used to take place from cash. Now, one of our big attempts as a consequence of demonetization is to push for digital payment. There are only 2 to 2.5% Indians pay taxes. So India needs to move from a non-formal to a formal economy. India can't be ever, it's impossible for India to become a $10 trillion economy, which all young people like you want India to become a $10 trillion economy. If, India's $2 trillion is a formal economy and another $1 trillion is an informal black economy. It's not possible for India to grow. So you need to convert the non-formal economy into a formal economy, and that's what the attempt is. But what we are pushing now is digital payments in a very big way, and we are seeing a huge disruption through several innovative measures. India's created a back end in terms of biometric, which will enable India. One of the things you must try while you're in India is the new BMAP. What a BMAP does is, it's got a back end which is interoperable, linking all the banks, and you can do a transaction with a bank. You just link your mobile with your bank account, and you can transfer your money from one bank account from person to person or person to merchants in just, you just enter and boom, it goes. So UPI, that's for the 350 million people who have smartphones. But those who don't, the GSM phone, you can use *99# USSD, and again, BEAM enables you to transfer payments from rural areas where there is no internet, GSM phones, you can transfer it. But for those who do not have either GSM and those who do not have smartphones, what do? So one of the things which India has done uniquely, which you see happening in districts of Jharkhand, or if you go to Krishna and West Godavari district, is to use the app-enabled, the Aadhaar-enabled payment system, where you go to a ration shop and the ration shop dealer is also the banking correspondent. So you take a ration, you just feed your Aadhaar number and you just use your thumb. And you just use your thumb and tick mark your bank name. So if my bank is Central Bank, I just tick mark it and straight away it takes me to my bank account. You don't need to remember even your bank account. And you can do a debit credit, and in flash of exactly 30 seconds you can do a transaction. So India is in the midst of huge disruption in the world of both financial technology in terms of social innovation, huge innovation. And this disruption will enable India to leapfrog. And by 2020, my view is that in the next 2.5 years, India will make all debit card, all credit cards, all ATM machines, all POS machines totally irrelevant. They will all become redundant in India, and India will make this big quantum jump because every Indian will be doing his transaction just using his thumb. In 30-second flat, we'll all be doing our transaction using our thumb. And the poorest people, many people say that what happens to people in rural areas, in my experience of after visiting Jharkhand and Chhattisgarh, that people living in rural areas, their ability to utilize technology to leapfrog is much quicker, much faster than literate people living in urban cities. And therefore, I am a great optimist, I am a great believer in India that in the areas of social innovation, in the areas of financial technology, is the young Indian who are disrupting the world of India today, will enable India to leapfrog and take it to a $10 trillion economy. It's important to understand this. What is the difference if India grows at 7%? And what is the difference if India grows at 10%? If India's per capita income is $1,532 US, if India continues to grow at 7% by 2032, we'll be able to take the per capita income to about close to $4,000 US. But if India grows at 10%, by 2032 India will be a $10 trillion economy, but our per capita income will be close to $7,000 US. So the young people of India must have the hunger, must have the ambition, and must have the passion to drive India through innovation, through startups, and disrupt India in a manner which India has never seen before in its history. And I think the panelists here will dwell on some of these unique things which are happening in India right now. Thank you very much, ladies.